Hey folks, Rob here, and what we have here on the table is the Heritage Rough Rider, and this is 4 3/4 inch, and the Ruger Wrangler, which is 4 point. It's a little longer than the Heritage, but just by a fraction, uh, 4.62, I think. So the actually the Heritage is just a little longer. So anyway, what I thought I would do is this is one of my newer Heritages, and this is the first production. This is my oldest Ruger Wrangler. Now, if you have watched any videos on Ruger Wranglers, you know that they are not known for their accuracy. They suffer from accuracy. The Heritages will outshoot them any day of the week. And these guns are unloaded. I do not keep any guns loaded in the house other than my self-defense guns, which are in handgun safes. So there are no loaded guns here. And what we're going to do is we're going to take the Teslong pistol borescope. We're going to look down the bores of each of these pistols, and we're going to compare, see how the crown rolls out into the muzzle. Check to see if we can see anything with the rifling that looks substantially different. Check, where the rifling starts in the barrel, where it starts to cut, and the forcing cones. And we're just going to look down the barrels and see if we can see anything that would attribute to the Ruger's poor accuracy. You know, I have the Heritage Rough Rider, I have the Diamondback Sidekick, and I have the Ruger Wrangler, all single action 22s. And the Ruger Wrangler always comes up last. So let's get our bore snake out, or bore scope out, I should say, and look down the barrels. Neither one of these have been cleaned since they've been shot, so I don't know what we'll find. Maybe more rust. So let me get us set up, and we'll take a look at these bores. Okay guys, one thing we're going to do this time that we didn't do last time is we're going to try to look straight down the bore with the camera. And we're going to put our bore scope in and just go straight down. So we do have some lead in this, some dirt particles. We're going through to our forcing cone, and there is the firing pin and the back of the breech face. So don't get a whole lot of information from this view, other than you get a good look at the transition there between the forcing cone and the barrel, and you get kind of a look down the barrel. Now this is a Ruger Wrangler, and like I said, these guns have not been cleaned. So let's put on our mirror. And go down our bore again with our mirror on. So now we can see, and I hope you're seeing this because it's kind of hard. Actually, see, we're a little rough right on the crown. So I think Ruger could do a better job of putting a crown on these revolvers. I think that's part of their problem. I know they're trying to produce a budget revolver, but you know, if Heritage can do it, I know Ruger can do it. I just think they don't want it to be as good as their single six. That way, it doesn't undercut the single six too bad. I mean, the rifling looks to be cut. I mean, very nicely cut rifling. It's, it's nice and crisp. I see, some dirt and things in it, but it actually looks pretty good. The rifling is cut way better than the Heritage, in my opinion. But there's something about these that just makes them not as accurate as the Heritage. and I'm not sure what that is. Let's take a look on up closer here to the where the rifling starts in the barrel. Take a look at this. And see what we see. I mean, the transitions all look good. I mean, it looks to be a better machined barrel than the Heritage. All the grooves started about the same position. There's no real pits or anything I can see. I mean, let's go on out to our forcing cone and look at our cylinder gap. Forcing cone looks pretty good. All the way around. Oh, we kicked off again. I don't know if we're timing out or what the problem is. Must have moved us a little bit to get us refocused here. There's our, and the cylinder looks far superior to the, must be the powder ring from the, now we're at the back wall of the breech. So, I don't know. The rifling and everything in the Ruger looks to be superior to the, I don't know if it's twist rate or, let's take a look down the Heritage now and see what we see down the Heritage and compare it. So, we got our Heritage here. There is our crown. Does look to be better crowned. This one don't have a lot of rounds through it. This is the 4 3/4 inch, which they sent me to replace my my Black Widow that they never could fix. These rifling actually looks better than what it did in my older Heritage. Of course, it's been shot a whole lot, so it's hard to tell. But, these rifling look to be cut pretty good. Don't see no real big issues with it. Let's move on down. Is that a gouge? Or is that just a... Well, I'm losing it. Is that it? I think my camera might be a little loose on the end and moving. Yes, it is. Let me tighten my locking ring a little tighter. There we go. I think it was actually turning on us. That's kind of a sideways scratch. There's another one. So that's kind of odd that they go across like that. And then there is our where rifling's cut. Actually, the one on this looks pretty good. A lot better than the older model. So maybe the quality control. My other one you seen, it was pitted and had a lot of this one got some lead buildup in it. Let's go back to our forcing cone. Is that it? Well, our forcing cone is tight on this one. The Ruger you could see daylight through. This one is extremely tight. Ain't seeing much of a gap there, so that might be a contributor to the cylinder gap. This cylinder, of course this is just one cylinder, but it is not as smooth as the Ruger. They're not as well finished as the Ruger. So there's our powder ring, looks like. And then on back we're against the breech face. So that is the Heritage Rough Rider. Let's take our camera off and go straight down the bore on this one and see if we can see anything. So there we are, going straight down the bore. And it just looks slightly dirty and there is our breech face, our firing pin. So this camera's focused, trying to focus everywhere. Got a little bit of a impression in it there. Otherwise, anyway guys, I can't see any reason why the Heritage would shoot better than the Ruger. Just I can't see it. Actually, looking at the Ruger, it appears to be a superior built gun. Alright guys, there's a look down our two barrels. Heritage Rough Rider, Ruger Wrangler. To me, the Ruger Wrangler looks to be the better manufactured. The rifling looks sharper and cleaner, but its accuracy suffers. So, you know, I don't know if it's a rifle twist matter or I don't know what it is. But, you know, the Heritage will outshoot it any day of the week. And we've used our Teslong digital borescope. This is the pistol version. I think this is 10 inches. So, guys, if you're in the market for a borescope, you know, in my opinion, I've used a few now. Go with the Teslong. It's just, yeah, the quality's there. You know, they're super helpful if you have a problem. They're constantly emailing me and asking me, you know, do you have any questions? Is there any issues? Is there anything, you know, you need to know about the thing? And, you know, they're just a awesome company to communicate with if you need that communication to figure out what you're doing. But, you know, as far as borescopes go, the Teslong rifle borescope that comes with the screen, this one, the rigid borescope, and the Teslong pistol borescope is the only two you'll ever need. I mean, in my opinion, that's the cat's meow. You get those, you got the best. Anyway, guys, I do appreciate you watching, and until the next video, we'll see you later, guys. Thanks for watching.